Shalom, shalom. To start this lesson, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and push out the 100% truth and truth and sincerity. And shalom to the whole full legs scattered across the four winds. Lord, will this lesson be edifying. And the topic of this lesson is going to be, do you know what you're part of? Coming into this truth, hey, you got to know what you're part of. Speaking to myself, first and foremost, we got to know what we're part of, We got to count up the costs. Counting the costs is knowing the ins and outs that come with this truth. Knowing that you may be persecuted. Knowing that you may be a martyr. Knowing that, hey, these things could possibly happen to you. But also understand that, hey, if you die in Yahweh Shai, if you die in the Lord, hey, you're going to be the first ones risen up. All these things are going to turn towards you for a testimony. Knowing the ins and outs of the truth. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 10, verse 9. And I went to the angel and said unto him, give me the little book, which is this word, this truth. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up. It shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. In your mouth sweet as honey, you find out you're an Israelite. You find out the promises to you. You find out in a world where they told you are nothing. You're God's chosen people. You want to go around telling everybody like you're happy. But that bitter part is, hey, what comes with it? Knowing that you're gonna go through things. Let me continue because I don't wanna jump the gun. Kind of excited. Verse 10. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and in my mouth it was sweet as honey. Just as I was saying before, knowing you're an Israelite, wanting to tell everybody, when you first come to the truth, the feeling that you get when you hear these things, man, pure excitement, And as soon as I eaten it, my belly was bitter. And hey, you find out the trials and tribulations that you go through. You find out that you're going to have to go through things, You find out you're going to have to suffer, That's why it's really important for us to know, hey, what we're really part of, man, the ins and outs of this truth, The next precept I want to grab is, what is it? Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So, hey, coming to serve the Lord, hey, this is part of it. This is what comes with this truth. This is what comes with serving the Lord. You're going to go through things. You're going to go through things. Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. And something in this truth that, we learned and we'll continue to learn is, hey, we got to endure, man. All the afflictions that we go through, all the things that we go through, we got to endure. That's why the scriptures tell you endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. And a soldier, hey, when you think of a soldier on a battlefield, hey, they're prepared for any circumstance, And whether it be rain, hail, snow, any type of weather, hey, that soldier is going to endure. And, hey, we're soldiers for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, And we got to, endure for the Lord. Endure everything that we're going through, And make not haste in the time of trouble. We're not supposed to move into haste. Don't move into haste. Hey, we got a power. I believe that's Proverbs. Let me grab that. Let me pre that up right quick. Proverbs 3. I think it's 5 to 6. Salakia. Let me turn off my notifications. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. Moving in haste is you trying to lean onto your own understanding. Hey, you're supposed to trust into the Lord. Things are not of your own hands. Things are of the Lord. Lean not unto your own understanding. Verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him. So in every way, acknowledge him. It doesn't say in some ways. It doesn't say in a little bit of ways. It says in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. And also, hey, acknowledge the Lord. Speaking to myself first and foremost. I got to acknowledge the Lord in everything I do. And he's going to direct my path. And he's going to direct our paths as well, Hakim. Going back to the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So cleave unto the Lord. I don't want to butcher it. I think it's Psalms 91. Cleave unto the Lord. He that abideth in the secret place of the Lord. Let me grab it. I don't want to butcher it. I believe it's Psalm 91:1. Yeah. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust, and his truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Hey, man, cleave unto the Lord, man. Cleave unto him and depart not away. Hey, this is our protection. The Lord's name is a strong tower. The righteous run up into it and are safe. Cleave unto the Lord, that thou may be increased at thy last end. Verse 4, and here's the main point. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. And that's a command. That means whatsoever is brought upon us, hey, take it cheerfully, man. Hey, sometimes, it's frustrating going through situations. Sometimes it's frustrating going through these different things, but hey, don't hate the chastening. Hey, ultimately, the Lord has you going through these things because he loves you. He has you going through these situations because he loves you. And also, hey, this is a character development. This is what we need to build our character. This is building us up. This is making us stronger in the spirit. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Hey, as gold gets put in the fire, they get purified. So, hey, the situation that the Lord is putting us in is purifying us. It's making us stronger. Like I was saying, the character development. It's causing character growth, spiritual growth. The situations that we're being put through. Verse 6, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Trust in the Lord. I think that's all I wanted. Yeah, that's all I wanted. Verse 6, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Hey, so ultimately, we got to trust in the Lord, man. And we know that we're going to go through things. We know that persecution is coming. We know we're going to get persecuted by our own people. We know these things, and that's the part of being a prophet as well. And that's what comes with this truth, man. Amos 5:10, they hate him that rebuketh at the gates. They hate us. We understand that, but it's all good. Count it all joy. It's a part of the truth, man. These are things that we got to go through. Understanding that we're going through a purging process as well. Hey, count it all joy, man. Count it all joy. This is what comes with this truth. You're going to be hated. People are going to try to make false accusations on you. I'm going to grab it in Luke. I'm going to grab it in Luke. I believe it's Luke 22. It might be 21. It might be 21, Salakia. Is it 21? I know is it 20? Salakia. I'm going to just search it up. I'm going to roughly paraphrase it. Salakia. Hey, what's Luke 21? See, I know I was right. Con. I'm gonna start from. I'll start from 9, but the point is in 12. Well, yeah, I'll start at 12. But before all these things, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and to prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Hey, that's gonna happen. Hey, these people, they're gonna deliver us up, man. You know, and they're gonna think that they're doing a good cause. You know, they're gonna deliver up to these evil rulers. You know, we're gonna get persecuted. You know, but hey, here's the comfort in it. Verse 13, it shall turn to you for your testimony. So this is going to be your testimony. Everything that you're going through right now is a part of your testimony. You know, Adonai Ratazat, Lo willing, we part of the elect. Hey, this is going to be part of our story, man. And when we in the kingdom, and we saying what we went through, hey, this is our testimony, man. You know, count it all joy. You know, verse 14, settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before what ye shall answer. So don't think about what you're gonna say when the time does come. You know, hey, some of us might get persecuted. Hey, the Lord might allow some of us to, not get persecuted. You know, but hey, either way, count it all joy. Verse 15: For I give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gain, say, nor resist. And the first person that comes to my mind is Stephen. When Stephen said, "I see the Lord on the right hand side." You know, continuing on, and ye shall be betrayed by both your parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. So hey, that comes with this truth, man. Hey, you gonna get your family gonna disown you. You know, friends. You know, these are things that that may happen. This is a part of counting the cost, man. Knowing the ins and outs, knowing what you're really part of. You know, continuing on, verse 17, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. We're going to be hated of all men because we carry the testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, but hey, comfort. Verse 18, but there shall not a hair of your head perish. And your patience possess ye your souls. So when these things do happen, hey, we don't got nothing to worry about. Hey, you die in the Mashiach, you're going to be the first risen. You know, we ain't got nothing to worry about. But hey, we got to count the cost, man. We got to count the cost. Now, this is what comes with this truth. You know, understanding the ins and outs, understanding what may happen, what may not happen. But hey, it all ties down to counting the cost. You got to know, we got to know what we're part of. You know, speaking to myself first and foremost. And the last precept I want to grab, and we're going to end off on here. This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. The world hated Yahushai. You know, Yahushai came on the scene. Hey, he was speaking good things. He was speaking life. You know, hey, we're doing the same thing. We're speaking good things. We're speaking life. We're telling people, hey, they're not going to have to suffer no more. Hey, you're not going to have to be in this captivity no more. You know, we're telling these people things where they hate us. Hey, they hated Yahushai. Verse 19, if you are of the world will love its own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So ultimately, hey, we're not part of this world. You know, when we used to be in the world, hey, everybody loved us. Everybody gravitated toward us. When, us coming to this truth, hey, everybody, they start looking at you different. Because you don't move the same way you move anymore. They start, oh, this guy thinks he's better than us. Hey, we're not part of this world no more. Verse 20, remember the word that I say unto you, that the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will also keep yours. Hey, understand what comes of this truth. Hey, they persecuted Yahushua. Hey, they're going to persecute us too. They're going to try to demonize us too. But hey, count it all joy. 21, but all these things they will do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. They ain't know the Lord saying Yahushua. No, they ain't understand that. They couldn't understand that. That's why, when the Lord asked his disciples who I am, And then was it Peter? I believe it was Peter. He said, you are the son of the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. And then he was like, no, Yahushua was like, nobody revealed this to you but my Father in heaven. You know? And we understand. You know, they don't understand. But, you know, staying on the topic, hey, we got to count the costs. You know? We got to count the costs. Knowing the ins and outs of this truth and knowing what we're really part of. You know? It's okay to be hated. Or they say, if you don't have no haters, you're not doing something right. You know, we're doing something right. Locking. You know, we're ushering the kingdom. You know, keep fighting. Keep pushing. Keep enduring. Don't let nobody take your crown. It's just you and your Yahushua. You know, and with that being said, I just want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone who root well and push out the 100% truth and truth and sincerity. And shalom to the whole elect scattered across the four winds. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until the next time, shalom. Shalom.